It should be easy to talk to girls. And like, if the girl, it's only not easy when the girl don't like you.
That's fact.
It's not easy when the girl don't like you.
That's
So you stop liking her, you move on. I only like girls that like me.
what I'm saying.
Girls that like me, no bullshit. Shit. What's good, y'all? It's your boy Marsco.
Here's your Devin. Devin.Whitley, freshly smoking weed. They're getting my ass beat now.
A little wombo combo.
Yeah, a couple tags, you know what I'm saying? But shit, that was good. Some good weed now. I feel good.
Shit, but nah, fuck it, boys. Let's start talking about that. Let's talk about the fight, no bullshit though. How you feel about a day after now?
I felt good. I always felt good. Even during the fight, you know, I was just tired. That's really it. I had no energy during the fight. There's always a bunch of reasons why, but I'm not gonna blame it too much on nothing. I had to cut weight, a bunch of weight earlier in the day, 4 pounds. Definitely wasn't good. Then, you know what I'm saying, jitters, nervousness, anxiousness, anxiety, whole bunch of people. Niggas got tired. Got tired in the first round. Never picked it up after that. And then I think honestly, once the first round was like over, all that I agreed in my head would finish the fight. I said, whatever happens, just don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going until the end now, because it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? You got out here, everybody seen it. You know what I'm saying? You did your thing. You came out and just finished the fight. That's what it came down to. Because now it's just like, hey, I went out there and I started from start to finish, bro. Like,
don't get knocked out, nigga.
Yeah,
don't get knocked out, nigga.
Never went down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, start to finish. I'm alright with it. I know what I gotta do now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just an experience. That's really it.
That's all it is. You learn from it, nigga. That was the one. That's definitely the one thing I saw was like you were just gassed, bro.
I was tired as fuck. I couldn't throw. I knew what I wanted to do and I couldn't do it. Especially even when I did like land a couple shots and he would get pushed back a little bit and I would get on him. In my head it was Devin, now throw. But I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew what I wanted to do and I couldn't do it. Every time the nigga stopped it, like, I was clearly like, he was throwing a whole shit ton, like, a shit ton, bro. But like, I wasn't, every time he would stop it once the nigga stopped throwing his punches. You know what I'm saying? And like, once that happened, I knew the nigga was tired. Like, he just threw like 15 niggas gas, bro. Let me throw mines now. But it was boom, stop. And then I was just like, bro, like, you can't keep doing that shit. Like, four or three times, like, I was like, bro, that shit's annoying. Like, either stop the whole thing or...
Alright, let me fight.
Like, let me fight the nigga. Like, that shit was annoying, but...
Shit.
Other than that, I don't know. It was a good experience. I'm just excited for the next fight, because now I know that I can't be tired like that.
Yeah, so...
I know what I gotta do, so I'm hyped.
Yeah, so what was different? Like, cause nigga, like, you're in good shape. Like, you be running. Like, I know you be running. Like, you got more stamina than me.
Yeah.
So, like, what was different between, like, the sparring fights and, like, you, like, being able to go the distance and, like, being gassed?
It was jitters. That was really the first time I was out there in front of anybody like that. You know what I'm saying? And I've been out there in front of crowds before in football and things like that. But when you're really, it's just you and you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't even fighting him. I wasn't fighting him out there. Like, I didn't care about that nigga. That nigga did not hurt me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what it looked like to everybody else. But in my mind, like, when I was out there, I was never hurt once. Like, it was just more, damn, nigga, you're beating yourself up right now. You're tired as fuck. You can beat this nigga. I was seeing so many opportunities on how I know I'm the better boxer than him. He was 100% in better shape than me, 1,000% in better shape than me. But I know I was the better boxer, and that's what pissed me off, because I knew what I wanted to do, and I knew exactly how I could beat him. I knew if I just dropped down, I knew all of that shit. Everything that everybody was telling me, I knew. I was hearing that. You know what I'm saying? It was just my physical ability not allowing me to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that was the part that pissed me off the most. But that was the difference. You know what I'm saying? It was the jitters. It was being out there. And it's you don't... Whenever people say this shit, you don't really realize it until you're actually in that. Dude, it's so true. Because, like, I really didn't realize it was going to be like that. Like, I really didn't. I didn't think it was going to be loud. I didn't think it was
just the way it was, right?
That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. Yeah. It happened so fast, bro. I was just like, wow. Like, dead ass. I was really just like, wow. That shit was fire, though.
Nah, this shit's probably like in slow motion, right? Too, like it's in slow motion, but in fast motion at the same time.
Like, yo, I can't. It's indescribable. It's really indescribable, bro. Like,
No, I know. I definitely know that feeling though. Like I remember, like when I caught like my first pass ever in like a high school football game, bro. Like everything just like slowed down. Like I saw the ball coming. Now
it's like, all right.
Yeah,
you used the block. Everybody wants to catch it. Nope. Now it's over.
I mean, I have to turn around and run, but like I felt like it was just like I still like remember like my first catch. Like I remember it bouncing off of Adam's head and me just running behind him and catching it, and like just like time, just like the second I touched the ball, bro, time just.
Cause there was no playing no more. It was, oh fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Like I have the ball.
This is what everybody wants. This thing right here.
This is what I'm always talking shit about.
Nah, that's crazy. It was one of those moments where it's like, don't, you know. And what Mike Tyson said, bro, is really fucking true. Everybody got to play until you get hit
in the face,
bro. Like, I said that nigga had no plan. That nigga had no. His goals to come out swinging, bro. Ooh, I heard his coach say, "Chill out."
Nah, he was.
I heard his coach like yelling, like saying, "Relax," and I was like, "Bro, like damn." That nigga, he didn't get tired, bro. Like even when we were in there and everybody was screaming, "He's tired, he's tired." I was seeing him slow down, bro. But I promise you,
he wasn't tired,
bro. He was not tired, bro. Like he was not tired. I was fucking tired, bro. And I know, you know what I'm saying, in your head and when you're in the fight, you gotta think he's the same gassed as you know what I'm saying?
He just wasn't.
It wasn't true, though. It actually wasn't the facts.
No, but he was not. He was way too gassed. Like because like I'm not gonna, like the first those like first 15 seconds he came out like
yeah.
Like he threw like 100. He threw like 100 punches.
I was just annoyed after that. I was like, bro, like I'm fine. Like he barely hit me with them. He hit me with a couple of those, but he probably hit like 3%, but he threw like 100.
Yeah, I'm saying he threw like 100 punches in 15 seconds.
Like that shit was nuts. So I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like they weren't even like straight punches.
And he was like just boom, boom, boom.
I was like, what the fuck?
And that's when I thought you were about to start rocking him because like that's what his coach was like, because he was like cause the ref like pulled him away and he was like
yeah, bro, he was
he almost like fell, bro. I was like he's way too geeked up, niggas like his gas. He's about to fucking tire himself out celebrating type shit.
Bro, I was like, damn, but I was gassed, bro. I was a little upset, but it's all good. It's over with now.
On to the next. I'm got to pop out the one though. Shit.
Hell yeah.
It was lit.
The first one.
Hell yeah. Really the first one, technically, yeah. But shit, what was that first topic we were just talking about though? Like we were gonna start talking about that nigga Sean O'Malley and shit. He's in an open relationship.
Sean O'Malley, only dating girls like.
Oh yeah, only you.
No, or something.
You only date girls that I only like girls that like me.
Yeah.
I only talk to girls that like me type shit. Yeah. So boom, let's actually get into that first because I can talk about that a lot. So like when I was younger, I didn't realize that like talking to girls should be easy. Like it really shouldn't be like this thing that like you're struggling, you're forcing it. Like it's like you're pushing a rock uphill. That's how I like my whole life. It felt like talking to girls was pushing a rock uphill.
Yeah.
Or like I would like.
You like challenge. You go for the challenge. Or something like that.
I was talking to girls that didn't like me. Like, dude, like I didn't realize it's supposed to be easy. Like I was over here trying to impress girls. Like a girl would text me something and I would look at my phone for 5 minutes. Trying to think of what to say, type shit like, oh, I gotta say the smoothest thing ever, I gotta say the coolest thing ever. Like, when in actuality, a girl's gonna make it easy if she fucks with you, bro.
Hell
like,
yeah,
for real.
Like yo, to be honest, this back in the day, I used to go crazy. I'd be liking all of them, and they would say like such stupid shit. Like they'd be like, oh my god, to be honest, you're so good at football, knowing damn well they've never met someone over again.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know you don't know what you're talking about, but like. Once you say that, I use that as my fuel. Like, oh, you think I'm a solid football player? So it's a word, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and they just
that's how I used to operate.
And they just a way to talk to you. And being too, like, like, when a girl likes you, real life, you don't even have to talk. She'll talk to you.
That's a fact.
That's a big thing too. Cause I'm seeing that now with girls. Like, cause before, like I'll be talking to girls, I'll be like, and how about you or something like that. Like I'll be like, she girl ask me a question, I'll answer the question, leave it like that. Exactly I don't care what her response is or anything like that. Cause if she wants to keep talking to me, she'll keep it going, type shit. And like that's honestly now like I be shit testing girls like to see if like if I'm not sure if a girl's messing with me or not. I'll just answer, I'll just say something where like the conversation will kind of end right there, and if she keeps it going,
she can pick it up.
Then I know then she's fucking with me.
That's fire. That's pretty smart. That's so smart. I've never even done that. I've never even thought of that. In all my years of whatever you call this life.
In all my 6 months of getting girls, I really just started like understanding girls, bro. It's crazy.
But fucking Sean O'Malley, back to what I was saying about him, fucking, like you said, well, I don't know how this pertains to it.
You say he's in an open relationship.
I think he's in an open relationship. And I think, oh yeah, the way he says it, the way he talks about it, is he says that it's not necessarily like open in that sense. It's more like we don't own each other. You know what I'm saying? Like if he says it like if I want to go do this because it makes me feel good and I don't have any like emotions towards it or anything attached to it, then who is she to tell me no, I can't do that? You know what I'm saying? And he says like the same shit for her. Like if she wants to do that, obviously it's gonna hurt or make me feel some type of way. But if she wants to do that and I love her and like that's, you know what I'm saying, then who am I to stop another human being from doing something that they want to do? You know what I'm saying? And which is definitely like nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like in a certain aspect. But I also like I'm kind of like word like because he says this is another part. I gotta say this before you start going. This is where he like kind of like I was like word. How many relationship marriages end? You know what I'm saying? All of them. Next to all of them. You know what I'm saying? And a majority of the reason is because
cheating,
or just somebody wants to do this, or somebody wants to text somebody else. If it had to be a secret, and you were just allowed to be like, all right, like we're like, I'm this thing, like I was out at the club, we seen this girl, she's vibing with me, whatever, we're just going blah blah blah. Like it does sound crazy in a sense, but like if that stops y'all from splitting up and now y'all can't raise y'all baby together, this and that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's something like I don't know. What you think about it?
Nah, so I was gonna say like I feel like in general, I feel like a lot of men move with the mindset of an open relationship. Like they want like their girlfriend's in a committed relationship and they're in an open relationship type shit. Like no, like you hear me? Like obviously like not like the men who are like they don't get girls, like the guys who like have like options, they get women.
Yeah.
For the most part, when a chance to get some cheeks presents itself, they're gonna take it, because like it's not
but then it makes it cheating though. It doesn't make it an open relationship.
I mean,
it has an open relationship mindset though.
Exactly. Go ahead. Go ahead. My I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Nah, you was saying some shit. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no. That's what I'm saying, because like with the open relationship, like I tell you, it's cheating. But like most guys would care. But like the men who really have the options, like it's like you're either gonna get with the program or not. It's like, yeah, I cheated on you. Yeah. Like you said before, like what are you gonna do about it? Like are you either gonna leave me or you're gonna stay? Because as you can see, I'm good without you. Type shit.
Nah, that's right. And I feel like that should be everybody's mindset though. And like that's not. I don't think that's necessarily where they're at with like their open relationship. But I feel like that should be people's mindset in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not go cheat or nothing like that, but like you shouldn't need that reliance, you know what I'm saying? Like if something happens, you should be able to be like word, you know what I'm saying? Like if you truly are that shattered and fragile from it, then fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Then you don't need that person. But if that's something like a band-aid that y'all can just put on over, you know what I'm saying? Like something like that, why not? You know what I'm saying? I save. Because majority of relationships, there is happy times. There's a reason that y'all like got in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something to be saved. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Some people are able to. Some people are just like, nah, that's crazy. That's just some crazy shit. I think I kind of fall in the line between. I think if it happened to me, I'd be on the.
Well, that just comes too, but like men and women cheat for two different reasons.
That's fact.
Like for like a guy will just cheat because like my dick was hard. I was at the club. She wanted me. But I was gonna say no. Like some guys was go ahead.
And that's exactly what Sean O'Malley. His girls never cheat. He's the only one that's like
uses it.
Girls. But he doesn't. He leaves that opportunity out there. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't put that on the fence.
But honestly though, like he's saying it's an option, but it's more like a dare. Like I dare you to go do. That's how I feel. Like I don't really know who Sean O'Malley is.
He says it like it's not like that because there's been one time it's been presented to him. Like she she presented the idea to him, said la 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 la, and he gave her like the green light, like where like they had like a serious talk. He's like, where if this is what you want to do, then you know what I'm saying, like, all right, go ahead and do it. And then like he gave her the go, and she didn't do it like.
Because she didn't want to do it. She was just like she wanted him to say no.
Yeah.
Like that. She wanted him to be like, no, don't do that because I love you. I care about you. I don't want you messing with another guy. That's what she really wanted.
That's why I feel like she didn't do it because he was just like, all right. But they also do have a kid together too, so that is something. So it's just like I don't know how it works with that. Like I don't think I would be able to do that with like a baby.
No, I couldn't do that either. I don't know. I don't know. Like for me, it sounds crazy, but like I'm definitely possessive. Like no, I'm not like oh you're my girl, just like that. But like if you have sex with somebody else, the relationship's over. Like as a woman, if you're my girl, I don't care if we're on a break or what. If you have sex with somebody else, we can never get back together. We can just like
there's no ever reason you could ever explain it to me to be like as a
because it wasn't just sex. It's never just sex with a girl.
Like you let a nigga like really like do that to you. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you let a nigga get inside them guts. Like, you know that nigga.
All the nigga gotta do is just unzip his pants and this bada bing, bada boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over. You know what I'm saying? But, like, a bitch is really thinking about that shit. Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And there's something about that nigga that she liked. Like, it was
there's a reason. There's a reason.
And then, like, that nigga talked you out. Like, that nigga had to talk you out your pants. Like, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. And, like, it was something about, it's just like, maybe it's just a swag or something. Like, but that's just crazy. Like, it's just like, And then you can just never, I would just never get that out your mind, bro. Just never.
This is crazy, yo. This is
nah.
crazy, yo.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, girls cheat. Cause it's not, cause like for a guy's physical, like she just looked good. It was just the moment. A girl was like she scouted that guy out.
You
like
his past, his history. You know what I'm saying? She knew about this nigga.
She knew about this nigga. Like she's interested in him. Like she chilled with him. Like she probably chilled with him a couple times before he even got inside the guts. Like you know what I'm saying? Like she really got to know dude before she messed with him type shit. So I can't even I can't mess with that. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I feel like Sean O'Malley's it's like I dare you to do it. Like he's like I'll give you the option, but in actuality he's securing himself because like he's the best option type shit.
That's a biggest part of it. That's what he said at the end of the day. He said, it's nothing against me or her. It's just that we should both be so confident in ourselves that at the end of the day, I know you're gonna come home to like me. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody else better. There's no better option for you to go out there and do this. And like I said, he doesn't he's not doing this shit. Like he's not going fucking bitches all the time. Like this shit happened like maybe 2 times and they're like they've been together like 11 years. They've known each other for 21 years and they've been together for like 11 years, married too. So like there's like it's deeper. It's a little bit
different.
Deeper
Of course, it's just different.
Any other relationship, but but that's still just something like I don't know. I thought his mindset behind it was pretty interesting. I still don't.
No, I can never do that. And honestly, I want to circle back to what we were saying before, like relationships, like being like I'm good without you type, like that mindset. I'm good without you, like I don't need you. Because like so many people get in relationships and they just give up their sense of self, like they're that relationship.
The majority of them do. And then they get a little too. They do that, and then they get too comfortable too. And then when that shit gets over, like ripped out, something happens. Then they have nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's when they fall apart. And that's what I like. This is weird. I don't even. I'm gonna say this shit.
Go into it, bro.
When I've been with like all my girls, like all the women that I've been like really in a relationship with, it's not like that I know I might fuck up or that I'm going to fuck up. But I do try and prepare them to like. In the mentality of I'm not really shit, you know what I'm saying? Like because I hate.
I'm not more than a man.
Yeah. Exactly.
Don't idolize.
Like I hate hurting people. Like building a relationship with them and then being the cause of them crying or putting those like gay ass messages on fucking Facebook. Like I hate that shit. Like I hate it. Like just go to bed, be happy. You know what I'm saying? Wait a month or something, find a new person. Like, it's cool. Like, do the same feelings that I got. You know what I'm saying? Like, be straight. Like, we really them niggas. Like, I fuck with you. You fuck with me. Cool. Like, it didn't work out. Like,
you my nigga.
Straight. Like, that's how I be. But I really be trying to, like, instill it in them. Like, yo, if some shit don't work out, I don't want you crying about me. And it's not, like on some, like, don't cry about me, like, I don't love you type shit. It's on some, like, have the same mindset as me. Like, you don't need me. I don't want you to need me. Like, I hate that shit. I don't want any of them to need me, bro. Like, that's the main shit that's the main reason why I do it. Cause I don't want to be with somebody that needs me. You know what I'm saying? So I be trying to put that shit right out in front of them. Like, yo, I don't want to see you cry if some shit happens, none of that. Cause I want to see you be like, damn, nigga, you fucked up. Like, word, I'm over here now. Like, I want you to have the same mindset as me. Like, that's what I want.
Facts.
I don't know where we're going with that before.
Nah, I can pick that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want them to be your own, like, be your own person, like, for real. Cause like a big thing too is like a lot of women in general, like I don't like, cause like I know guys do it too, but like it's definitely more of like what the women do in the relationship is like they pedestal their man, or like they idolize them, like they think they're like this god, and like they put all of their love, all their faith in them. They put their being into them. Like if their boyfriend's not texting them back, their day is ruined. Like they have nothing going on.
And fucking, and same with that. Like the other day, my girl fucking. She had yelled at me because, not yelled at me, but it was just like a little conversation that came up. And it wasn't that too crazy. You know, she's awesome. She doesn't like tweak like that. But she had brought it to my attention, like, how come you don't like post me like that? And that is something like, that's cool or whatever, but in my mind, I broke it down to her. I said, do you feel like my girl? And she said, you know, absolutely. And I said, when we're around people and we're out and you're with me, do you feel like my girl? And she said, yeah, 100%. I said, cool.
So then what's the deal? What's the problem?
That's all I said.
Exactly.
And that was the rest of the conversation. She never asked again. You know what I'm saying? And that's, I feel like it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I did post you, what's the difference now? Because you want that gratification. You want that to be on that pedestal. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I don't like. I don't want nobody to be on nothing. You know what I'm saying? We just... Like, you don't have to post me neither. You know what I'm saying? I don't need everybody knowing. Like, but that also comes down to being the nigga too, like, I guess partially. But that, my mindset behind it was like, if you feel like it, then why I gotta do this shit?
Exactly.
Like, if I'm making you feel like it, then there's no reason everybody else makes it.
Because that's her way of, like, being like, oh, yeah, like, not everybody knows that I'm your girl. But the thing is, too, at the end of the day, if she's posting it to, like, as security, like, oh, because she would know that he's dating me, they won't try. Girls don't care.
Nah, that's why I like said that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, like because it's like it's a way of her getting control of you as an aspect.
Yeah, bro. Now it's like it making me post some shit that I wasn't thinking about posting. Like if I'm gonna post you, it's because like I want
to post you. Like damn, you was looking mad good. You my shorty. I want to post
you.
Like
and the thing is, I have mad pictures. Like the last 3 pics on my Instagram, she was in like half of them.
Facts,
you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, bro, what are you talking like? But it was business. You know what I'm saying?
So you want like a dedicated post. So like this is my girl.
Like you know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, bro.
But look at that. But that's still you like having your sense of self. Cause like think about it. Well, she would have got mad and be like, oh, then like fuck you, Devin. You would have been like, alright. Like you would have been like you wouldn't have ran to your Instagram and posted and plastered her everywhere because you're still your own person. You're good without her. Like a lot of people they give in to the whims of like the person like in a relationship. Like usually like one person.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And then like usually in a relationship, like one person is the controlling force too. So like they use that. Cause like, there's usually like one person who's like, oh, I'm giving my all to you. The other person's like cheating on them, doing them grimy and dirty, and they're putting up with so much bullshit. And honestly, that comes from like not having self-respect for yourself either.
That's a big part of it. But a lot of people are just not. Like you said, I don't know. They're just kind of scared. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that security that makes them feel good. You know what I'm saying? So whatever happens, it's like.
It's because they're not their own person. They feel like without that person, the sun won't rise tomorrow.
And that's a fact. And that's why I try and like really stress it. Like, dude, like I'm really like if something happens, I'm not shit, bro. Like be good without me, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like like I don't want to see you not wake up, like not get out of your bed now, cause like fuck out of here, bro.
Who am I?
Like yeah, literally, like who am I? Like same reason as who the fuck are you? Like actually, like
real life,
who are you, bro? There's 7 billion other bitches in the world, bro. Like
It's real life. Like, you have to have that mindset, but you also have to have, like, but it's also the duality. You have to have the mindset, like, oh, I respect this girl, like, I care about her and I love her, so, like, I'm not, like, I can go do all this fuck shit, but I'm not. And, like, honestly, that's where it comes in with being a man too. Is like being a man is like when you can do something, but you choose not to because you have self-control, because you value something, or you understand what you have to lose. And if honestly, if you're out here cheating on your girl and shit like that, and you don't care about losing her, like, good, you have confidence, but that's not the girl for you, too. Honestly, that's not the girl for you.
That's just you stringing somebody on for the ride for no reason. Like, that's something I don't like to fuck with either. Like, I don't like stringing along people. Like, I'll be dead ass with you. Like, either this is gonna happen, or you know what I'm saying, check you. You know, like, that's how I try to keep it. I don't know. I definitely agree with the people. Really, in relationships, it's always one is like the big dog, and the other is kind of sits and listens. You know what I'm saying? And then I forget what you were saying about. Oh, the reliance. The fucking. I was gonna say something about like people beginning like the relationship way.
Yeah.
They getting so comfortable and dependent on them, and then the breakup happened, and now they're just fat. They can't get nobody else.
They have no hobbies, bro.
It's awful. You really see a person get dumped in the rut, and it's just like all because of a relationship. And I understand mentally, them shits can really break you, but if you truthfully allow somebody to, you can allow somebody to take control of your heart in certain aspects, but
not your identity.
To take somebody control of your, like you. You know what I'm saying? That's when you're really fucking up, because now they can say something wrong one day when you have a crazy business meeting. You got a crazy interview. Bro, you're not even gonna want to do that.
You're done.
Mentally you can't, you know what I'm saying? And it's because you allow that sense of like holding on, you know what I'm saying? And that's why that's something I learned. I think that's why I've been like this for a long time. It's something that happened to me when I was very, very young. I used to really get my hopes up all the time, and they would get destroyed in everything. Christmas, like shit like that, like everything, bro. I would praise for the highest, and they would get destroyed. So then it wasn't that I stopped like expecting super high things. I just stopped kind of getting disappointed type shit. So I realized like don't go for some shit unless you know you're gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
You start expecting things.
Exactly. That's what it was.
Actually, like talking more about like the weight and shit too is what's it called? Like a big reason like people like in relationships like they'll get fat, they'll like stop doing their hobbies like that. It's because they lose their self identity. They give themselves up. Now they're not Marcus anymore. They're not Marcus and blah blah blah, like whoever I would be dating or that. Now they're just or like they're not Marcus and blah. Now they're Marcus and blah blah blah. And they identify as the relationship. They're not their own person no more. Like let's just say that like everything I'm doing right now, let's just say like I get a girlfriend and like I stop editing videos and shit like that. And then now for let's say me and this girl date for 5 months, and after 5 months now I didn't edit any videos. Now I'm fucking depressed and sad because all day I wasn't because I don't want to edit because first of all I wasn't editing already, so like all the shit I could have been doing at that time is wasted. And it's like, oh man, I'm so sad. Now I'm thinking about all the regrets I have. Because think about it, instead of me like having my own hobbies and being my own person still, I turn all my energy into that one person. And if that one person leaves, that's your whole world. Why would you ever do that?
All that energy too.
You can never put all your faith in one person.
Hell no. That's a fact.
Exactly. Like people just get comfortable.
You got some.
I have one too. What's it called? Getting started is the hardest part. What do you think about that statement?
I agree with that. And that's something that I could bump up for that with a whole bunch of shit. I'll start with a Facebook post I had seen. I'm sure you've seen it too, or Facebook, Instagram. But it's like business, $900, phone, $900. Everybody gets the phone, you know what I'm saying? Support the business, blah blah blah, $50. Go buy dinner, $50. Everybody go buy the dinner, you know what I'm saying? It's shit like that. I think it's just people's fear of really putting themselves out there, bro. Like it's not that they can't, because everybody clearly has something to show that they can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, niggas get the phone. Niggas go buy the dinner. You know what I'm saying? Instead of doing that shit to start something new or not even, it doesn't even have to be a business. Just start anything.
Just going to the gym. Just going to the gym.
Everybody just likes to pick the easy and safe and what's known. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's where people don't really start new things at all. Like rarely, you know, realistically. If you like sit down and ask like a old person or anybody elderly like that, you know what I'm saying, like successful, they'll say how many other things that they failed in before they found whatever really made them successful. But if you ask somebody that's really a bum, you know what I'm saying, how many things are they going to tell you?
Nothing. Like, they don't do anything. They failed one thing. Like, this isn't for me. This isn't for me. I'm gonna just give up on everything.
That's a fact.
Like, there's this quote. It's like successful people are the people that fail the most and fail the fastest because they just keep failing. They just keep failing until something succeeds. They keep throwing shit at the wall until you figure it out. That's what it is. Like they're not special. They're just willing to put themselves out there and just keep trying new shit.
Yeah. And that's the same thing. That's my mindset right now. Like even like I lost yesterday, and I'm ready to go back to the gym tomorrow. Like I want to fight. Like I would fight like this weekend if I could. Like you know what I'm saying?
Because now you have a whole new strategy to try, right?
Exactly. Like I didn't take that as like I know whatever my loss cool, but in my head like I really just know what I want to do next. Like and I want to apply that right now. Like you know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like I want to go out there, and if that doesn't work, then okay, I'm gonna know what I failed in there. You know what I'm saying?
Next, I'm gonna fix it.
And
figure it out.
That's just what a lot of people don't care to do anymore, and it's not even anymore, it's ever. You know what I'm saying? Like realistically, like we were saying, bro, like people get stuck in the rat race, bro. They fail at one thing and then boom, there goes the rest of their life. They're just on one path now. Like they don't have any hobbies. Like elderly people, like real talk, like what do you see them doing? Like why don't like not even elderly people, like our like parents' age, nobody like paints and draws. Like nobody's out here playing the guitar and this.
They go to they lost all their passion because when they were 20 years old, they were like, this isn't gonna get me anywhere, so fuck it. Or like they got their dream shot down. They're like, okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna go to work, do this, and watch TV all day. I'm not having any passions no more.
And it's just crazy to see, and it's sad. And that's why I feel like I've seen shit like that. Not in my family, thankfully. Honestly, that's kind of thing why I definitely don't want to be in like that same race. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I seen that shit and I didn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to be bored like when I'm older. Like I don't want to like just have nothing to do. I want to always wake up and be like, there's something for me to get done today.
Got a purpose.
That's fire. That's fire. Like that really sounds fire to me. Obviously, some days I would like to vacation, but even on my vacations, like when I take a vacation, I have plans on the vacation.
You gotta get shit
done. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounds crazy, but like that's just my mindset. Like I want something that I want to benefit something from every single day I live, bro.
You want to win the day.
Yeah, bro. And then just sitting there being bored doesn't make me feel happy. Like when I'm in bed, like today I couldn't stay in bed all day. Like today I should have just laid down and rested 100%. I couldn't, bro. I wanted to do this. I wanted to go out there. I want to do something, bro. I just don't like just sitting there. I feel bored. I feel like I'm wasting myself. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Like I feel that I'm on that same shit too. I feel like I have to do at least one thing every day that's like I got something done. Like, and for me, I don't even count going to work as doing something productive because like I don't see that. I'm not gonna be a solar salesman for the rest of my life. Like I don't want to be. Like, that's not my career. So like when I go to work, it's like I went to work. Now I gotta do something after work. Whether it's go to the gym, edit a video, fucking do some push-ups, record this podcast, just anything, clean my fucking room, something productive that's not going to work because I don't want to ever get comfortable with just going to work. That's horrible. I don't want to be an employee. I already know my goals are to be an employee, so I can't. So if I ever just like, oh, I went to work today, I had a good fucking. That's horrible. I'm already losing.
That's fire. I've never heard anybody ever say that. Honestly, like even people that like, sometimes go to the gym after work, they'll tell me how stressed like about work is. Like they'll be like, yeah, bro, like work was real tough. Like I didn't want to make it out here. But like you're saying, like that's no excuse. Like,
no, fuck
like,
no.
That's like okay, like and what? Like I know I had to go to work. Now let me do something.
Now let me get my shit together.
Yeah, that's fire, bro. That's fire. But fucking. That's how like I see a lot of people like when they come to train with me, like they'll tell me how long like their shifts were and shit like that, and I'll be like I hear you and I understand my job isn't the same thing as y'all, but in my head I'll be like, dude, but I just been standing out here for 10 hours too.
Exactly.
I just said the same thing.
Just holding your hands up.
Like, I said the same thing to 5 people before you, bro. Like, come on, nigga, let's get this over. But I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be present, I gotta do my work shit. Like, and then afterwards, then I'll go train myself too. But it's just like, that whole day wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't nothing, bro. Like, until I go and actually do something for myself.
Exactly.
Then it feels good. Then it feels beneficial.
And even then, I want to talk about that, because, like, going back to, like, the main prompt of saying, like, getting started is the hardest part. Like, people look at us now and they're like, oh, like, you just have that drive, you have that motivation to get all that shit done. Like, oh, you just, like, have the motivation to just go to the gym after. Like, no, I wasn't always like that. Somebody see somebody in the gym who's big, swole, diesel, and jacked, and they go to the gym 5 times a week. That person didn't start off going 5 times a week. Maybe they went 1 time a week at first, and then started going twice and 3 times, and then, like, after a while, it becomes a routine. But, like, at first, you have to force yourself to get shit done.
Yeah.
But then, like,
even like in a job, bro. Like, when you start your job, like, a majority of people quit. Why? Like, when I mean,
the first 3 weeks, the first 3 weeks, this job's not for me.
Yep, bro. And it's because what? Like, you didn't stick it through, bro. Like, stick it through, see it out. Everything is always hard at first, bro. Everything, bro. Like, that's why niggas do these shits, and when you're a professional, it's years, and you're fucking 10,000 hours.
10,000 hours, bro. It's a grind.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's real. Like, that's real. Like, all that shit is real. You can't. It takes so long, and that's why people. I feel like that's why getting started is probably the hardest part, because it takes a long time.
And then, like, the beginning is where you see the least amount of results too. Like it's the hardest part. You don't see the results. Like, there's this thing, I forgot who said it. It was a YouTuber, like, this is some dope YouTuber. I can't think of who he was, but pretty much, like, what he says, like, there's, like, in the life of, like, motivation and, like, progress and getting stuff done. There's the part, it's called, like, the beginning is no man's land. So, like, this is where, like, you see minimal results. It's the hardest. If it's the gym, you're the most sore. It's the most painful, and you're not seeing results. This is where, like, 98% of people, 95% of people stop. And only 5% make it to the point where, like, it's easy now, it's routine. Because, like, once you get past the point where, because think about, like, with the gym, like, of course, like, those first 2 weeks you work out, you feel like shit. You're like, it hurts, my arms are falling apart. Exactly, but I bet, and think about it, like, a lot of people, like, they work out one day, okay, I'm gonna rest now for the next 3 days. Yeah. But if you would have got your ass up and went to the gym the second day, you would be in less pain. Yeah, because you're using those muscles now. You're figuring out how to do shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, that's a fact.
Exactly, and then you maybe start to see results because now you're going to the gym consistently and shit like that. And then, like, once you stop forcing yourself to do shit and it becomes a habit and a routine, it's easy. Like, bro, like, I'm like, you talking about editing, bro. Like, I used to like even, like, of course I still have days where it's like, oh, I'm gonna procrastinate editing. I'm gonna, like, but like it used to really be like, oh, I gotta edit. Like, it'd be hard to edit.
That's part of your
it's like, it's legit part of my day. Like, it's just like, okay, I go edit. Like, before, like, because, like, the way I get shit done is, like, I put, like, my reminders. I'll be like, okay, I want to get this, and this done. I want to get this, and this done, and that's a productive day. Yeah. And, like, before, I used to have to put, like, editing the podcast in my notes. Like, I don't have to do that no more. It's just, I just naturally was like, all right, I know I gotta edit. So let me go get that shit done. Let me go get that shit done. Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, part of what you're saying right there. Do you still, like, how do you map out your day? I'm curious. Like, what do you do to structure your day?
So for me, like, I'm not someone who has, like, a strict schedule, like 9 o'clock do this, because that wouldn't work for me. So, like I said, for me, I wake up, I go into my reminders, and it's like, okay, what do I want to get done today? I want to edit this video. Doom. Oh, I want to start an online portfolio for, like, all the stuff I'm doing. Let me do that. And, like, honestly, like, throughout the day, something comes to my mind, I'll just write that in there that I want to get done. And honestly, like, I overfill my schedule, so, because, like, I know I can't get everything done in the day. Yeah. So, like, I want to always have more shit than I can do to get done. I want to always feel like I have not enough time in the day. So, like, I overfill my schedule and shit like that, and then, like, I'll just, like, rearrange the shit that's really important to me. Like, I got to get done. Like, I'm like, oh, like, let's say I gotta edit. Like, I can edit a podcast clip. I can edit a video vlog or something like that. I want to really get this vlog done, so let me edit this vlog. Oh, I need to make sure that I need to fucking go pay my car note. Make sure I go pay my car note, like that. And I'll just put it in order and shit. And honestly, bro, like, I'll have shit in my reminders for, like, weeks at a time because it's just not the most important thing. Yeah. But I love when I finally, like, see that thing and it moves up to the top and I check it off and shit like that.
Yeah.
But every day though, I put shit that would make it a productive day that I want to get done. Because at least I know I need to get done. Because, like, before, I used to, like, forget what I wanted to get done type shit.
Same, bro. That's why I do the same thing as you, damn near the same exact thing. And I agree also with the fucking what's some shit like that I've been putting off, but I know I want to do. That's why it's still there. I do that same exact thing. But fucking what else? Alright, so I be mapping my shit out, like scoping out my whole day, you know, putting it all in plan. But my follow-up question was, do you have like a scope towards like one final thing, like at all, or is all your goals just kind of oriented on how shit's going right now?
What? Okay, so really, like I have multiple goals. Like I also like I have like minor goals. I have like small like menial goals. Like of course like I would say like I use my reminders for my small like menial day-to-day goals or reminders for. But like I think I'm a huge picture thinker. So like I have like multiple levels of goals. So like one of my biggest goals in life that like so like I'll just always have a purpose in my life is that I want to be the best version of me. So just off of that goal, I instantly get 1,000 other goals because then like now it's like, okay, how can I do that best version of me mentally, physically? So I gotta go to the gym, and then once I start going to the gym, now I start having different gym goals, or it's just like boom, shit like that, and then
it always branches off into more and more.
Exactly. So that right there always automatically gives me a purpose, and then like another one of my goals is that like I want to start a media page. So like boom, what do I gotta do to start a successful media page? Now boom, there and there. What my other goals? I want to move to Texas. So boom, what I gotta do to move to Texas? Now just break those down to small, menial goals, day to day, and try to reach up to the bigger goal. Yeah. Everything's a process.
That's right. That's how I feel. I feel like everything, the way I structure everything now is all a path. Like everything is leading not towards, like you said, not one goal, but like it's all going on in the same path, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm branching this to go this way, I'm connecting this one to go this way, but all of them are building towards one path. I don't know what the path is, like what that final thing is, but it's all going that direction, if that makes sense.
Facts, yeah. You're aiming, you have an aim, you're aiming at something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
but it's not like you said, it's not like one thing though, like, and it never will be, but it's just like it's a big picture. It's success. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you have like an idealized version of what you want, and then you aim at that. Cause like, so like there's this guy, a motivational speaker. His name is Jordan B. Peterson. Great motivational speaker. I watched like hours supercuts of this motherfucker talking. And one of his things is that like he says that like you should aim at the highest possible version of yourself. Like the best you should aim at the best version of you every day and for your whole life. And shit, you might not get there, but like you'll get somewhere great. Aiming at the best version of you. Like if you do the hardest possible thing that you can think of every day, your life will be the best version of what it can be.
Because it puts you really through the ringer. Like what could possibly be shitty? You already did the shittiest part. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I like that statement. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really put yourself through the toughest shit, then nothing's gonna phase you at all. Like nothing's gonna bother you. You know what I'm saying? Like you already did it. Like there's no, and that's kind of like similar to the not necessarily the same thing as not setting your high expectations too high, but it's some like you won't really get disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Like you know you're gonna go somewhere good regardless because your aim is so high. You know what I'm saying? Like you're on a path towards success regardless. You're not going. It's some. What was it? Aim for the moon and you'll end up in the stars.
Exactly.
Like that's not a bad place to end up.
Exactly.
You know
You'll still be a
like,
fucking star. Exactly.
The thing I was gonna say was that we've all kind of been taught one correct way of society since we were kids.
Yeah.
So do you think that there's like really, like, do you think it's correct?
No, straight bullshit.
Like,
okay, so
the correct way, do you think it's...
So the correct way is you go to school, you go to high school, you go to college, you graduate, you find a job, shit like that. Completely bullshit. It's wrong. Like, I don't want to say it's wrong, but like, it's not the life for everybody, and it's the only thing they tell you. Because like, as someone who went to that's why I went to college, because I was on the path that's like what they tell you to do, and I was excelling at it. It's like go to school, you go to college, you get good grades, you graduate, you get whatever job was in your major. But like, it's fucked up. They tell you to do that. Like they legit tell you like if you don't go to college, you're gonna be a bum. Yeah. That's what they tell you throughout your whole year. Yeah. But like now, like I have a job where I work with people who went to college for 5-6 years, have a degree, and they're like 30-year-old men, and I make more money than them just because I'm better at my job than them. And it's crazy. Like they only tell you that like I don't understand why society forces that on you. Well, I do understand that now because it's a fucking business. Yeah. College is a scam, bro.
Everything is a business.
Everything's a scam.
Even school, like not just college, bro. Like it's crazy. Like the curriculum that they make you learn, bro. It's never. Like, we've all complained about this our whole lives, and it's something real. Like, they don't teach you how to be a successful person.
They teach you how to be a sheep. They teach you how to memorize shit.
They teach you how to go to school some more.
No, it's crazy, bro. That's what it's so crazy. They don't teach you how to live life in the world. Like, you go to school to learn how to be in school, and then you graduate school. Maybe you go to school again, and once you leave that school, they just throw you into the real world. It's crazy,
like,
bro.
About the most learning, like, about how to be a person that you've had in school. It's either come from your friends.
From sports, bro.
From sports, or from, like, teachers or coaches giving you some mentorship outside of the classroom. Like, not teaching you nothing. Like, nobody taught you how, like, there's no, and not saying that there's a class to teach you how to be a good man or teach you how. But there should be though.
That's the problem. You know there should be.
Like there should be something like similar. Like, you know what I'm saying, something to structure you to be a successful member to the society, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying, like a successful good person. You know what I'm saying, like. Common decency, like, people don't even hold doors open no more. Niggas don't say please or like, I hate people. Like, I really hate it. Like, it's disgusting. Like, I'm so polite. Like, I'll talk to anybody. I don't say anything. Like, I like to talk, bro. Like, I'm a very polite person, and people, like, really
they think that's
aren't
weird.
like that
I think that's weird if you're polite.
Like, it's just like, how? Like, they're like, don't talk to me type shit. And it's not like I want to talk to you. I'm just saying, like, hi, like, that's what you do when you see somebody. It's called being social. It's called being a person, you know, an involved member of society, not just some weird person. Like, I hate that shit so much, nigga. I forgot what we were saying.
It's like, I was actually just talking to my sister about that, like, before she moved to Texas. She was talking to me about that. She was just like, you gotta address you, like there's another person. Like, there's another person next to you. Like, when you walk past me, like, because see, I have that issue. It's crazy because, like, what I said was, like, damn, because I'm a salesman now. So, like, even outside my job, I just walk past, I'm like, hey, how you doing? Because it's a force of habit. I'll just, like, talk to people. And I was like, that's weird to her. She was like, but why is that weird, Marcus? You're acknowledging that you see another person. That's not weird. Like that's the issue. Like, so many people are just absorbed in themselves and, like, in their phones or just, like, whatever's happening around them. Like, you talk to somebody or you say hi to somebody, you think you're a weirdo. Yeah. Like, why are you weird?
People don't have skills to talk to each other either. Like, I feel like we talked about this, like, in a podcast way back in the day. Like, if we brought, like, a freshman in here to, like, talk to us, like, maybe that's not the best example, but, like...
But, like, a lot of them, they don't know how to interact with people.
Yeah, bro, they wouldn't have the developmental skills to, like, actually pick up a conversation and go with us, you know what I'm saying? Not to talk about some complex shit, but they... You know, hold a conversation. Look me in my eyes when they're speaking like that.
Yeah, shit like that. Like, look somebody in their eyes, like how to shake someone's hand and shit like that. Like,
it's weird, bro. That's weird to me now. Like, when people don't do that, like, who are you talking to? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and then, bro, like, for like, so like, even like last night, like with like all of us like at Applebee's, like talking, having a like that interaction like that. Yeah. A lot of people, like, even our age, they don't do that. Like, they would have been 9 deep at the table like this.
On their phones.
Not really talking. Like we were there talking, joking, laughing. Like, I think Janelle, like, said something. Like me and you, like, picked up our phones for, like, a minute, maybe. Yeah. And she was like, oh, look at them on their phones.
Yeah, I remember.
And then we put our shit back. Yeah, I was like, I was like, on my phone for, like, 30 seconds. And she was like, oh, they're on their phones. And I was like, oh, but I'm talking to y'all.
It was just funny. Yeah, because you were literally talking.
I was the most talkative nigga there, bro.
But it was just funny because it was just like but that's good though. That made me feel good because we felt weird being on. We're like,
we felt weird being on our phones. Yeah.
Usually it's like everybody.
They feel weird not being on their phones.
And that's something that we were talking about before. It's like a security thing now.
It's like,
you know what I'm saying? Because people don't have that social skill anymore, bro. Like, it's not taught. It's not common. It's not seen, bro, anymore. Like, realistically, nobody. Like, I don't know why though. Like, I don't understand where.
It's because the phone makes it. Because it's so easy. It's easy to do this. It's easy. if you put 10 people in a room and they don't know each other out, like 10 people who no relationship before, it's easy to just pick up your phone and start talking to somebody that you know, or just go on Instagram and act like you're cool or something like that, instead of actually like go and try and find some common ground with a stranger. Like, oh, what do you like? Hey, how you doing today? You having a good day? Oh, I'm having. Where you from? Like, people don't even know how to start that. People don't know how to start that conversation because it's hard. It's complicated to walk across the room.
Yeah. Nah, that's facts, bro. But that's another thing about like in school. Like I feel like back in the day they made us like do those like question things,
icebreakers and shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like they'll make us do that shit in like the class. Like you had to find somebody. Like even if you didn't want to get up and talk, you had
scavenger
to find somebody
hunts
in your group. You had to find somebody that had that card. You had to ask them the question, even if you don't ask the person. You had to, and that was good though. Like that was like, you know. So I feel like they don't do that anymore. Like I feel like that's just something that.
I feel like they do, but they don't do it in high schools. They do it in elementary school, and like when kids aren't addicted to. Well, now they are, but like when you get to high school, like they're not really having you walk around doing the icebreakers, and at the end of the day, they can't force you to do it. Like you know how many kids, even in school, like now, like even when we were in high school, there was kids who were like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. And now there's just more. Like,
now it's just more and more, like because now kids are like getting put on technology. Like there's 3-year-old kids who know how to work a tablet. They're over here playing Angry Birds, like Fortnite, whatever. Like motherfuckers are 6 years old, like know how to work technology crazy.
And some of them can be like, and that can be used to make some of these motherfuckers real smart, and then a lot of them real antisocial. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like all like the nerds and like the super successful like rich niggas, like smart rich niggas were like that. Like they were like, don't talk to me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they stayed on their shit. Like they didn't have like no crazy interactions with people.
They were just on that grind, you know what I'm saying? But they were working on something type shit. Like there's people like people like now what it is now is like people hiding technology to avoid interaction. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they used it to gain other interaction. Like all them successful niggas like they opened up business doors, you know what I'm saying? Like they spoke to other niggas to make that shit happen.
Exactly. And even then, like they still
and
like
kids now, like they wouldn't be able to do that. You know what I mean? Like they could have the skill to, but they don't have the skill to like say, okay, let me go to this guy because I know he has this for me too. You know what I'm saying? Like.
But honestly though, I feel like though like. That's what makes us different. I feel like a lot of people are socially awkward. Like a lot of people don't have the skills to like be like, oh, I can go talk to this person and like put myself out there. Or, like I can give an elevator pitch. Like me and you can go do that, and like a lot of people that we're around can do that. So like, we feel like it's normal. But honestly, that's not normal. That's the minority of people.
Yeah, that's true.
Who are like,
and that's very true because when I was younger, like I didn't like to do that. I didn't like the icebreakers, bro.
You gotta grow into it.
I didn't want to get up and go to the groups, but we didn't have like phones to like hide in it.
Exactly, you do is no hiding. That's what I'm saying. Like now it's easy to hide type shit. Just that fucking 3%. That's crazy. But that's what I'm saying. But like back in the day, like you couldn't hide. Like now it's just like I said, it's just easy to just look into your phone. Like even now, I catch myself doing it. Like awkward silence.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like it's just a habit, bro. It's something that's like normalized. And there's so much things that are like normalized now that are not good habits that just happen, bro. Like I don't know that, but the phone I definitely think is the biggest thing. But it's just like right there, like you know what I'm saying. It's so accessible, and that's why I really do feel like the government is really, truthfully, always just had a plan for us, and like we always are following. Like I feel like there's just some big picture that they have, and every day we just flow closer and closer to some like Illuminati plan, bro. Like real talk, like I don't know, man. Sure. If they shut down, like if they like what is that shit called, like an EMP or some shit? Like,
EMP, yeah, the technology, bro. No, bro, like, dude,
like, everybody's fucked.
I was talking to mom yesterday. I was talking to mom the other day, bro. If the internet just crashed, bro, the world would legitimately be over. Like the world would be like not we don't have Instagram, but like think about how like niggas' whole like livelihoods are on the internet type shit. Like you.
Identities.
The world would not be able to function without the internet. And nigga, think about it. We don't even know what the fucking internet is, nigga.
Bro, like we could turn it off. Is there a switch?
Like is it a button? Like it's like can I go somewhere and be like this? Like can someone show me the internet? Like I don't even
actually though.
Like I don't know. Could someone show me the internet? Like I don't know.
What even? I don't know. I'm sure that there is somebody that.
No, but like the nigga like. But that's like on my phone right now. I hit this button, my internet goes away.
Yeah.
And I hit it and it comes back. Like what the fuck is the internet? Like, nigga, what the fuck is the internet, bro?
That's crazy. And that's what I be thinking though. Like niggas could like there's technology powerful enough to like make my phone do this, and that, bro. There's definitely technology that can just turn off everything, bro. And then what? Like nobody knows how to do nothing, bro. Like,
you're fucked.
And society is now structured on technology, so we would be fucked. Like if that shit went away, like we wouldn't be able to buy nothing or do anything. Like we would be pretty fucked. But from like the basis of like imagine like we had all of our things and ties still, like we could go to school and everything was still up and running. Nobody would like enjoy it now. Like you know what I mean?
I feel like it'd be weird at first. I feel like it'd be refreshing.
Oh no, I think it would be like more fun for others, but I'm saying like everybody that's like right now, like if you just put that to somebody, like all the kids that are going to school right now, if you just put them in school with like no technology or nothing, they would like they didn't have like their phones, like nothing was up and running, there was no like computers up and running in the school, and they had to like go through the whole school day. Maybe they would.
Some people fuck it. I know. I'm saying. I feel like it's like once again like it's like a relationship. Like you can't imagine yourself without it, but if you don't have it, you'd be good.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, because I remember like in college, like my freshman year of college, like my sophomore year, I had this English class, and like one of the things like we had to fast, but it wasn't like fasting from food. It was like fasting from shit you do every day or something like that. So like it was like for a week. So for me, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna use my headphones for a week, like outside of like my dorm room. Cause like I just like walk everywhere with my headphones and shit like that, and like for me, I was like, at first like it's gonna be fucking impossible. It's gonna be so crazy. Like what the fuck am I gonna fucking do? Be alone with my thoughts? What the hell? Like and then like it was refreshing, bro. Like to just like walk. Cause then like I realized like without having this outside distractions in my ears, what was I doing? I was just thinking, fucking maybe I'm just looking at the clouds, or like maybe fucking I'm just like I'm singing a song in my head, like shit like that. But like it was just like. I still got where I needed to go without my headphones in. Like it was like actually like nice to not be attached, just like something like that. So it's refreshing.
I want to try that. I wonder what I would do.
Let's talk about right now. What's something that you do every day that you think you can fast from?
Smoking.
So fuck it.
But I feel like that's important.
Nah, I can go 3 days without smoking. Or like, but I feel like you do that, or like without getting high in general. Like do you hit the dab pen every day?
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah. If you just
like basic, but I can, I'll try that. Hold me to that.
Fuck it, cause
start tomorrow. What, Monday?
Let's both do it fast. Let's both do it fast.
We gotta hold ourselves accountable. At the end on next Sunday, we'll
come back and see how it was. We gotta hold it up. So you said you're not, because I was gonna say too, because one thing I was saying, because like with me with smoking weed, it's like I've been cutting down smoking weed a lot actually. Like, because I feel like before I was smoking weed out of habit, bro.
Yeah, just because you want to smoke, bro.
Yeah. And honestly, bro, I've really been enjoying that. I've been on that for like, cause I think we talked about it last podcast, and I was like, fucking, let me try that actually. And like, I've been like, so it's been like 2 weeks now, and like, I definitely enjoy it way more. Like, I smoke way less, and like, I actually get high, bro. Like, it's different.
No, that's how I felt. Like, literally, I wish I did like longer for the fight, but I did a straight confident no hit, like no nothing at all, 3 days. You know what I'm saying?
So
like, there was a solid 5 days to a week where I did hit it like once, twice a day, same shit.
Yeah.
But for the solid 3 days, and then after the fight, when I hit it, bro, you see now? Did you saw me at Applebee's?
You was gone.
Bro, that was crazy, and that was so nice, bro. Like I felt great. Like I was so happy after that, and it was a reward.
Hell yeah!
Like, it was literally a reward. I was so hyped. But yeah, like that, nigga. Like, even if I could do that for a week again.
It's a fact. You know what I'm saying, but like, not even, but you don't gotta do that. This thing's something different. Like you said, that is basic. You can do something different. Fucking what's it called? Like, I'm trying to think of something like I do like all the time. Like,
I don't even know something I do all the time.
Shit, even it was just like no TikTok or something. Like no TikTok until Sunday if you come back.
That's something too. Like no social media for a week type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that would be hard for real. That's something hard.
I don't think I can do that because my business.
That's what I'm saying. Like we need to like I'm a social.
Like something. Like we can figure out something.
You gotta figure something. You gotta figure something out. Like even if it's not on the podcast, we'll come back with okay. This is what we did. This is what we did.
But shit, we're on something.
Nah, for real though. Like the fast and shit. Like that's definitely something we could do at some point. But we'll figure it out.
Do that when like Dylan and Mick are here too, because I want them to do something.
Be a part of it. Yeah.
All of us part of it, and then we can all kind of
do a
keep ties on each other too. Like, did you really do that?
Yeah, I mean, Yeah, you fired for real. Like even just that small, like making excuses of why you don't go to the gym. I don't know, just something. We gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
Cause like for me, like the wedding, the headphones was good. Shit, I could probably do that again. It's like not wearing headphones, like when I'm in my house. Honestly, that because I wear headphones all the time in my house.
For real?
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't wear headphones because my headphones are broken.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to really be addicted to my headphones.
Like,
I like bumping, bro. I go into a whole nother zone.
I'm saying I like that shit too. It's just different, bro. Like smoke get a little high.
Yo, that's when it'll be lit. Yo, I was like chilling out. Shit's crazy. You really go to the whole other world. Sometimes you need that.
That's what I'm saying. But I definitely like that I'm smoking less. Like I used to just like, and I was like now like, I can definitely see a future where I would stop smoking weed. Like honestly, like
I hear that.
I can see a future where I stop smoking weed, bro.
Bro, that used to be something I was like, yeah, I'll probably smoke every day. But then like,
what's good, y'all? It's your boy Marsco. I just wanted to pop in and say thank you to everyone that made it to this point in the video. And also thank you for watching the first ever Down in the DM podcast. If you want to see me and Dwhit do more solo podcasts, definitely comment that down below. But once again, thank you for watching Marsco Media. I'm out of here.